Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Just 10 days away, boys. 10 days until spring camp kicks off for the 2024 season. One of my favorite times of the year. It's time to get back out there on the football field. What is this football team going to look like in 2024? What's the identity of the offense going to be? Because I think when you look at Josh Heupel, you look at last year, they kind of limited this offense based on what Joe Milton can do. I think Nico is going to open this thing right back up. What position groups are you excited to watch this spring? The wide receivers are going to be interesting. Can some of these young freshman wide receivers, do they truly have an opportunity to make an impact on this offense in 2024? I'm talking about Mike Matthews. I'm talking about Braylon Staley, that opposite outside wide receiver position on the other side of Brew McCoy. Who's going to lock down that spot? What about the secondary? What does the secondary look like coming out of the spring? You know, a lot of interesting things to keep an eye on. What are you the most excited about? What position group and why are you most excited about this spring camp? Put it in the comment section below. Something else is going to look a little bit different this spring, and that is this. This news came out last week. On 3 tweets out 3 things that are going to be changed in college football in 2024, but the one I want to focus on is helmet communication, because this kind of rolled out last year going into the bowl games. Tennessee had the opportunity to kind of test the waters with this if they chose to do so, but they chose not to. They elected to stick with what they had done all year long with the signs coming in. But this is interesting, man, because when that rolled out, a lot of people were in my DMs. They were asking me, man, can you imagine, Boogie, can you imagine how efficient, how fast Josh Heupel's offense is going to be if he's in Nico's ear? And the more I thought about it, is this an advantage for Tennessee, or is this a disadvantage for Tennessee? Because the way their offense works, I mean, you're looking to the sideline. You guys have seen all the memes. You got Alvin and the Chipmunks over there signing in everything, going 100 mile an hour. Everybody is looking to that sideline to get their responsibility, to get their job on the next play. If you're going by helmet communication, then you're only talking to Nico, and then Nico's got to relay that message to the rest of the offense. Is that an advantage for Tennessee, or is that an advantage for the defense that they are facing? There are some mixed reactions all across college football. I want to take a look at an article from Football Scoop where they talk about with some of the responses from the coaches. And then also Josh Heupel was on with J.D. Pickell yesterday, and he spoke about this as well. Tennessee is going to be testing it this spring. What are his thoughts? We're going to get into all that. But first and foremost, do me a favor and smash the thumbs up just below the video. You guys know the deal by now. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Got some fun live streams coming up as we get into spring camp. We're going to go live next Wednesday for a live film breakdown. The following Sunday is going to be a fan call-in show the night before. We're going to go live the night before spring camp kicks off, so make sure you're dialed in. Get in where you fit in. Let's look around the country. Let's take a look at some reactions from other coaches in the country. It says here last week the NCAA took a major step towards bringing headset to helmet communication to college football. The Rules Committee forwarded a proposal to the NCAA Playing Rules Oversight Panel, which now has the opportunity to rubber stamp helmet communication into existence for the 2024 season at its April 18th meeting. Again, Tennessee is going to be testing this spring. Says while the attempt is to modernize how the game is managed, one sentence from the NCAA's announcement led to a different question. Is the NCAA about to accidentally revolutionize the way the game is played? Let's roll on down here. The communication from the coach to player would be turned off 15 seconds with 15 seconds remaining on the play clock, or when the ball is snapped, whichever comes first. So it says here, if the offensive coordinator can speak to the quarterback up to the 15-second mark on the play clock, then any offense quick enough to get to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball before 15 can have the offensive coordinator read the defense and literally tell the quarterback where to throw the ball. If that's the case, is the NCAA about to bring back the mid-2010 days of offenses moving as fast as possible? And I see 2 arguments to that. You be able to communicate up to 15 seconds up to the play left on the play clock. Do you think the defense is really going to be set? Do you think they're going to be like, all right, let's just stand here and show you what we're going to do? It's no different than any other college football. The defense is always going to try to create confusion. Goes on to say, here's a response from one Group of 5 head coach. He says, oh yeah, we're going to go faster than ever. I'm fired up about it. This is a quote, says, we will try to go even faster. Maybe the NCAA Rules Committee doesn't care about defense, a Power 4 head coach joked. However, that opinion was not unanimous. One coach polled by Football Scoop argued in-helmet communication will incentivize offenses to go slower. The coordinator can call a play, watch how the defense aligns, then make an adjustment with 16 or 17 seconds left on the play clock, forcing the defense to adjust to their adjustment without the defensive coordinator being able to speak to the mic linebacker. Slower teams have a different advantage because they can make a formation adjustment after mics are killed, forcing the defense to manually adjust, says one Power 5 sports staff member. So what do you guys think about this? Because we're kind of seeing two different trains of thought here. We're seeing, oh man, these teams that go fast are going to have the advantage, get the play called, go, go, go. On the other side, no, let's slow it down. Let's milk the clock. Let's make our adjustment after the microphones are cut off. And it's gamesmanship, right? It's gamesmanship. It's the way college football is played. Says, however, one opinion was unanimous. Signaling and thus sign stealing will not become obsolete with the adoption of the helmet communication. In fact, one Power 4 head coach thinks it will actually increase moving forward. It says here the NFL is all huddle, so talking in one headset makes sense. We're no huddle. Having one person talking will not eliminate the need for signals. Sign stealing will be at an all-time high. And that goes back to what I was saying with Alvin and the Chipmunks on the sideline with all the colors for Tennessee signaling in. That's going to continue to happen. So if Tennessee rolls this out, maybe it's more about Josh Heupel being able to communicate with Nico. The signs are still going to come in to call the plays, but maybe Josh Heupel has that opportunity to talk to his quarterback while he's on the field. Here's another quote. The current proposal will not fix the problems in college football. We should not limit this technology to just one player on each side of the ball. We also shouldn't always compare our game to the NFL. Our game is special. Let's keep it that way and put together a proposal that gets it right for the first time and not fix it years later. So again, a lot of mixed reactions from around college football. Let's hear what Josh Heupel had to say. Again, he was on with J.D. Piquel yesterday, and this came up during their conversation. Let's take a listen.
Coach, the new rules in college football that I believe are, if they're not finalized right now, maybe they will be by the time this comes out, the radios and the helmets. For an offense like y'all that go as fast as you do, the reviews from Texas Tech, from them using them in the bowl game, was, hey, the quarterback, they don't have to look at the sideline. They can just keep their eyes on the defense. They can go quicker. Are y'all going to be even faster offensively with this new technology, or how do you plan to utilize the new radios and the helmets for Tennessee?
Yeah, that's something that, I think we're going to experiment here through the course of spring and find out how to best operate and function within that. The communication directly to the quarterback, your skilled players being able to communicate, get lined up quickly. At the end of the day, we always want to play as efficiently. It's not necessarily a set target of when we want to snap the ball. It's making sure that we're operating as efficiently as we can between plays as we're in our tempo to apply pressure to defense. Having worn that previously when I was a player in the league for my cup of coffee, I didn't want the guy talking to me too much before the snap of the ball. So each quarterback, I think, has an opportunity to be a little bit different and finding out what's best for them in that process before the snap.
Okay.
So again, Josh Heupel says he's been there. He's done that as a quarterback. He experienced it when he was in the NFL. Didn't like the guy talking to him too much. So if Tennessee's not at an advantage for going quicker because you're still having to signal into the entire offense, they mentioned that there. You're only going to be talking to Nico, so maybe he doesn't have to focus on the play call, but the rest of the offense is going to have to. So really, you're only having that communication with Nico. Josh Heupel just said himself, I didn't like the guy barking in my ear as I'm trying to walk up to the line of scrimmage, trying to look at the defense, see what's going on. I got this guy yelling in my ear the whole time. Doesn't really seem like he's a fan of it. So what do you guys think? I kind of have mixed reaction to this. I don't know that it's really an advantage for Tennessee, or if it's a disadvantage for Tennessee, or if it doesn't really impact anything that Tennessee is going to do. But I think it is worth the conversation. It's worth talking about as we move into the 2024 season. Tennessee going to be testing this out this spring. So you guys jump into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Make sure you keep those memberships up to date. Again, fan call-in show right around the corner. So make sure you keep those memberships rolling in. We would greatly appreciate that support for the fans, by the fans, also fan-funded. Could not do this without you guys, the members. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.